Hello everyone, Darius here. I don't know if this is gonna go on YouTube or not, but if you're watching on YouTube, that probably went on. So we just finished Dungeon 4, all 20 main mission campaigns. We played on the hardest difficulty, and I'm gonna rate the... initially I was trying to rate this game as something around 7.58 even out of 10. But the final mission with all of this really bad performance, memory leaks and stuff, because it is not gonna be higher than 6 out of 10. So the game, the developers really did try it on this humor. They make parodies of a couple of well, famous series, right? Jedi's, like what was even that, like Marvel Universe stuff, the Games of Thrones. But every time I was like listening to it, I had the two thoughts: when I actually be able to play, and when I actually need to allow to laugh at those kind of jokes. So they just never felt that's good to me, even like to smile a little bit. Yeah, what else to say? Definitely a spiritual successor of Dungeon Keeper, alright? But how many other people mentioned, and I'm already mentioned a couple of times on stream, during the stream, I'm gonna say it in this final thoughts. The game's literally not okay. It was made of Unity. No wonder there was like so little optimization. So the game didn't look like any different from Dungeons 3, and didn't perform any different from Dungeons 3. Admittedly, my PC is not a top spec machine, and it's just your average PC, any according to Steam, any gamer. Average gaming player playing the games on with 2060 RTX and around i5 or equivalent to i5 Intel i5 processor. Still, I did like the gameplay, the game flow. There was definitely some variation to go through. There was 3 races to play. You can get even more greedy and play all of them at once. However, they cost us a tremendous amount of evilness. So I guess if you're playing something like a deathmatch, right? We just haven't even tried. We only finished campaign and given those thoughts based on campaign. But if there's any way to generate this evilness during these death matches, you definitely can get every single possible races, max it out and get all these minions. Maybe combination of those minions, because every time you level up a race, you get in +1 to all shared pool of minions, not the pool of that specific race minions. So you can actually level up 3 races and get only 1 races to play with, because it's gonna expand your pool of minions, the amount of minions you have, rather to say. Well, again, 6 out of 10. Necrosop saying, honestly, this game is terrible. The gameplay is awful in my opinion, and the humor seems to be several years too late. But I mean, even I, that haven't been watching movies for 10 years, I recognize some, not some, most of this humor. Alright. The gameplay I was satisfied with, unless it wasn't that laggy like it was, especially at the end of the last mission. That's all, folks. That's all, folks. I know it's not much to say about the game. It just didn't got me that wow impression. Like, we're playing currently Stronghold Definitive Edition, a very old game. But it's so much more enjoyable, so much more harder, so much more like a decision to make there. and it's actually performing very good. Surprisingly. Well, maybe not surprisingly. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. Combat was just drop a spell, nuke healers, and wait until you win. There is just rinse and repeat, adding some interesting. Yeah, it's all about like managing your resources. It's a lot about economy. The gameplay is economy, managing your evilness, to ability to build this army fast enough before the heroes scale it their levels. Then again, it did feel is I was building that fast enough every time, or they just were scaling the enemy AI army with a level of my army. So I'm not sure about that. I was like very fast at reaching higher levels of my stuff. I was more or less, I would say, I was optimizing my development of my economy and stuff. So yeah, it's all about economy. However, another thing I didn't mention about game, it is feel when you're playing controlling your units above the ground, it feels more or less alright. You can control every single unit, you can command where they're going, and you can see some RTS elements there. But when you have fighting inside the dungeon, it was making me mad so much because you're losing all this already restricted control you had above the ground. You just can't do the stuff much there, and often you just gonna lose your heroes to your minions to some silly situation when you can really have stronger army, but you just can't approach the healers. Fighting this narrow tunnels of the dungeons also really uncomfortable, and the traps so far could be powerful, but when the enemies get into higher levels, they just only what they do and they slowing down their progress, and they're not able so far to kill them really fast or kill them at all when the enemies get in higher levels. It's just, but the putting those traps costs a tremendous amount of resources you can pull into developing your units and level up the higher. But yeah, then again, the units can't most of the time efficiently find the enemies inside your dungeon. That's like one problem.